Welcome, everyone, to this Wednesday live stream. Happy Hump Day to you. I'm your host, Laserpants. Hope you're all doing well. I'm all here, all alone. Not really. I have a very special guest, but first I want to just say hi to everyone in the chat. Brian Stevenson, what's up? Yo, Joe Jerk, what's going on? Action Figuratorium, what's up, Mark? Northern Nomad, the Death Skull, Larry Menchaca, the 13th Prince, Jeremy J. Hold on, wait a minute, Jeremy. You can't do Wednesdays anymore. The hell? What the hell you say? Roll Keeper, Killamagwai, Princeton Phalanx 59, DJ Bill Utley, the Death Skull, Silly Pole Plays, Bees, Battleground, Aztec Warrior. A lot of new names tonight, man. Wesley Hendricks, Felipe Terrazaz. Did I say that right? Hopefully. Sheesh, how long is this intro, guys? Come on. Move along. Can we just move past the intro, please? V. Conley, what's up, man? Eric Texiera. I probably got that wrong. He says, hello there. Greg Fenstead, what's up, man? Unk from Virginia. What's up, Unk? Eight and Skate. Who'd I miss? Impossible Pie. Ramen Toy. What's going on, Ace? Hope you're doing well. Alex S. Ray J. Cox. Rex J. Cox. Brian Stevenson. I said that. Pokey87. Electric Football Hero. Jeff Morris. Snot Lips. Just Jeff. Candyman 5000. Alex Martinez. Master Payne 80. Jeff W. Killamagwai. The EOD King. Mr. Wonderful. Ultramagnetic Lion. Figure Fever. Denzen. Billy Go Boom, Scott Hughes, Arthur Chen. Man, there's so many. Jer Bear, Man Cave, Headcanon. I could go on and on, I'm sure. Media Clash. Welcome, everyone, to the show. This is a solo stream now. Loose but complete's on hold. If you haven't heard, Jeremy had to take a step back. Life's getting real for him. You can't talk about Nana that way, Gavin. You can't do that. I'm going to call her and tell her you said that. Toy Stalker, Pillars of Adventure. Listen, this is a solo stream now, but I'm going to be having guests. My first guest, I'm sure most of you are very familiar with. I'm shaking my pen at the camera. I should stop doing that. I'm sure you're all very familiar with him. He goes by several different names. The King of Clearance, the Baron of Bargains, the Commander of Closeouts, and the Deacon of Discounts. It is the one and the only Art G, everybody.
Whoa.
What's up, Art?
Did you write all those down?
I had to. I would have forgot all that. King of Clearance,
Deacon
Baron
of
of
Discounts.
Bargains. Oh,
I don't know which one I like more.
The Commander of Closeouts.
You
like that one?
I like Deacon, maybe. Deacon sounds
the
pretty.
Deacon of Discounts.
The Deacon.
Getting
My
Catholic
gosh.
on your ass.
Right. And I'm Catholic.
Oh, sorry. Shalom. Shalom? Was that?
Sure. Why not?
Have you been, Art? I haven't seen
I've
you
been
since
good.
Monday night.
I've been good. Is that really? Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I haven't seen you since Monday night. Yeah.
Well, in person, I haven't seen you for like 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
2 long years of yearning. That's really what it is.
Yeah.
But it's all good. Everything's good. Still doing my thing, which I guess that's why you named me all those wonderful names.
I mean, if people haven't watched your channel, they have to know, and hopefully they have. Link in description below. Art G Collects. Or Art G Collection.
For Instagram, yes.
Okay.
On YouTube, it's just RG. I should be the
RG.
first one that pops up if you type in RG.
There we go.
That's
But you've kind of gained a reputation lately for finding crazy bargains. Ollies. You have half off stores. Your YouTube has really been growing lately because of that.
I like to think so. And yes, it's been a lot of fun. I mean, toy hunting has always been a lot of fun for me, especially doing it on YouTube. It's
Mm,
just it was my side thing. It's like something to keep me occupied while taking care of the kids as they grow up because it's that's this collecting was my thing and doing the YouTube thing was just something extra. But now, you know, my area has just been littered with like ollies and now liquidation type stores such as the half off store or there's so many different ones like Turn 7 or Wow Liquidation or Total Liquidators. It's ridiculous. I never thought to walk into these places and then to learn that they actually buy pallets from distribution centers, uh,
yeah.
other big box retailers. I mean, Ollie's is a perfect example. Where I know that Ollie's is kind of all over the place in regards to at least Midwest or no Mid East to the East. So it's crazy. And I always recommend, hey, if you want to just Google liquidation, you might find a store that actually has a ton of collectible stuff.
Yeah. I actually did that, and there is one in my area. It's inside of an old Macy's, and it
Yeah.
looks like someone just like backed up a truck full of stuff, right, at full speed, and then slammed on the brakes, and it all went flying into the store onto the shelves.
Hmm.
It's like 10 times worse than a Ross. There's just stuff everywhere on the
Everywhere.
floors, broken stuff, open boxes. I found nothing good. Nothing like where you live. But
Yep. I have a store just like that. And
yeah.
it's called Turn 7. And Turn
Mm,
7 looks like they just took these huge bins and just threw everything. No rhyme or reason. They just threw everything in these bins. And
yeah.
each section of the store was this is the $3 area, this is the $5 area, this is the $7 area, and this is the $15 area and $20 area. And then as weeks go by, they move the entire bins to the different dollar sections because they got to move them out.
Right.
And sometimes you just find figures. I mean, the last time a good friend of the channel, JM, he found all this NECA stuff. It was unbelievable, especially during the time when NECA like just released all their Ninja Turtle stuff, like a couple months ago. During I
Yeah.
forgot what it was, but he found all of it. I was like, "What the hell happened?
I
How
don't
did
get
that get
how.
there?"
Yeah, like how did a pallet full of NECA stuff make its
Exactly.
way to it? Because a lot of that's. I mean, occasionally you'll find stuff marked down from NECA, but
Right.
it's not like Hasbro product where like I mean, you see it, all the ollies and everything just packed to the gills with Hasbro product.
Yeah.
But NECA,
So
that's kind of weird.
the only thing that I have an explanation for that is when I did speak to an employee at Target,
Hmm.
they sometimes if they don't have a location in the store for it, they put what was it? A salvation? No, not a salvation sticker. Like they put a sticker on it.
Salvage?
Salvage. Sorry, there you go. The salvage
Okay.
sticker on it, and then that sticker indicates to the distribution center that this has got to go somewhere else. And then, of course, the distribution centers sell those pallets of salvage to these liquidators. So that's the
Hmm.
only explanation I have for how it gets there.
Huh. Well,
Mm.
we see this stuff piled up at again Ollie's, Ross, Marshalls. Now I know that you found
Ugh.
some starting lineup figures for me, and I found some for you for $12.99. Right?
Mm-hmm.
These $50 starting lineup figures. It kind of makes you think like, what is this stuff really worth? Like the retail prices keep going up and up and up, right? But we're just
Right.
seeing this like basic it get dumped at discount stores.
Right. And what did
Like
these places pay for it? Like, what did Marshalls and what the Marshalls, Home Goods, TJ Maxx company pay for it? Did they pay by the pallet or did they look at items that they specifically wanted
right,
and purchase it as a big wholesale number? I mean, these were
right.
charged for us for like $50, and God, they must have paid a lot less in order to mark it up to a $12.99 price.
I'd say they probably paid a couple bucks a figure,
Yeah,
right? I mean, if they're marking down like GI Joe Classified, I think it's Hasbro's best line right now, right? Um,
yeah,
it seems highly desirable, like sometimes hard to get at retail unless it's Tiger Force, which those are sitting around in my area. But now we're seeing some figures show up $5.99 at Ross, at Ollie's, $5.99.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I know they probably overproduced based on sales from 2020, 2021, right? I imagine we're starting to see that get cut back. But I'll tell you what, I'm waiting for the Indiana Jones stuff to all land at Ross or Ollie's. How long will it last? I don't know. Can't last too long, because then why would the big box stores keep buying this stuff from Hasbro?
Right.
If they have to send so much product to discount stores.
Right. And it's scheduled. Like these big box stores have it scheduled on their planograms to put out. So they already know well in advance what they've already acquired as new product, and it's already scheduled to be planogrammed on their shelves for God knows how many months until a new planogram comes up. And whether it sells or not it just goes wherever it goes. Next thing you know, it clearances out, and whatever doesn't clearance gets sent back to distribution. And then who gets it from there, I don't know, and I don't know the process of that, but God bless them for these liquidation stores to pick them up, and then we get a second chance of getting them, which is crazy. And I always love a good discount, so why not? And I have fun doing that.
Yeah, it looks like fun. I wish I had the luck you did. But no, I was able to pick up a Steph Curry figure for you, because that's one that you hadn't found that you wanted, right? The starting lineup.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely. I actually found 3 of them. So I have 2 more. I'm going to keep one, and the other one, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Maybe a giveaway at some point. But yeah, so I mean, we're here to talk about Giant-Man as well. But first, I want to get to our chat. Mr. Time, first of all, thanks for becoming a channel member. You can stay tuned. I will be doing an after show tonight, about 15 minutes after this stream ends, for channel members only. So stay tuned for that. Thank you, Mr. Time. Beast Battleground says, I had to bring this one up. I'm here for Dirty Mike and the boys. Yeah. Thank you, B. Kilomagwai, thanks for the super chat, man. I just took a giant size shark in my laser pants. I'm sorry. Okay? You might want to go get cleaned up. Thank you, Kilomagwai. Jeremy J, thank you for the super chat. Hit the like button, you friggin' nerds. Thank you. Yes, please do hit that like button. Got 76 likes, 260 watching on a Wednesday. Thank you so much. Another one from Jeremy. Thanks, man. What's up, Talker Unboxing Art G? Oh, that's good. What's up, Talker Unboxing Art G? Oh, I gotta have unboxing art again. It's been a while. Our friend Unboxing Art.
It's my twin.
You guys look exactly alike.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's just he's taller. That's all.
Oh, slightly. And then J-Rod, member for 2 months, man. Thank you. Thank you, J-Rod. At a tater tot. All right. Let's get it out of the way. Giant-Man. Well, actually, no. You know what? Before Giant-Man, I want to do some pickups. We were going in on all these clearance finds, all this cool stuff, right? At super cheap bargain prices. I know you got something, Art.
Yeah.
Let's see it.
So outside, well, you already mentioned the starting lineup figures. So if you need, so TJ Maxx, Marshalls are the same company. So if you have any of those, take a look. It seems like Marshalls is getting it more now because they have a lot more. They're getting prepared. They're getting prepared for Christmas. So I did find Trae Young, $12.99. Giannis, $12.99.
Is that how you pronounce his name?
I would assume so, but God forbid I try to tackle his last name.
Yeah.
So I'm not even going to try. Joel Embiid, Philadelphia. So, of course, I got a Giannis for myself, and I got you these two.
Thank you so much, sir. I mean, I really appreciate that.
We're going to use these for parts, pretty much. That's really, at least I know I was going to use those sneakers and try and do my best with it.
Listen, I
Uh,
swore off the NBA about, man, it's been over a decade. What was it, 2009? When the Seattle
wow,
Supersonics left town for Oklahoma?
gotcha.
When we got screwed over by the NBA, I was like, well, screw this stupid league. I don't want your stupid games. So I don't know who those dudes are. No clue.
Yeah.
But
Uh,
they got a lot of good hands, some nice sneakers I can use for custom. So that's why I want them.
exactly.
Yeah.
Ross has been getting a lot of stuff, but I can't find any Legends or Joes. But I did find this lightsaber,
Whoa.
which everyone is going to question. It's Rey. Like, I don't give a crap that it's Rey. You know how cool this lightsaber is? The hilt? The hilt is awesome. And this is heavy as hell, too, by the way. With cloth, soft goods on the hilt as well. And this is the newer tech, I guess, with the, what is it? The blaster deflect effect and all the different ignition points to it. So this
is that a double bladed lightsaber or is that a single?
No, single.
Okay.
Single. And it was for 60.
Okay, so those are like $200 and some now. So that's
these are like
cool.
$200 some. That's crazy.
I gotta say, I'm not surprised that one was at a discount store. Just saying.
True, I get that too. But I don't really ever buy these lightsabers, but if I find them for $60, I'm gonna pick it up and try it out because they're really cool. And then, really, the only other thing was Burlington Coat Factory. If you guys have Burlington Coat Factories, they're really getting started on setting up their Christmas section for toys. They got all the tables out and everything. But when it comes to us collectors and what would be interesting for us, I found the Power Ranger / Ninja Turtles 2-packs.
Awesome.
Which is actually pretty cool. For the $20 price, which is not bad if you think about it.
No, those are $50 2-packs originally.
Yeah.
And I have the whole line.
Yeah.
I didn't get a discount on but I do like that. I do like the figures and I like the comic book as well. It's a good
the comic is great.
Yeah.
The comic is really good. I never bought them, but so I was just like, now that I saw them for that price, I was like, yeah, what the hell? Why not? I want to try them out.
Am I wrong? Are those Pulse exclusives or were they fan channel?
I think fan channel. Because GameStop had them.
Gotcha.
GameStop had them, but no other stores had them. So GameStop was the only retail brick and mortar store that you can find them at.
So did you get all the turtles?
Like no, because I need the 2-pack of April O'Neil and Michelangelo.
Okay.
The yellow and pink Ranger, basically. So
I'll keep an eye out for you.
I don't know. Well, it's funny because Big Bad Toy Store, before I found those, the previous week they had them on sale for $22 a pack. Oh. And I was like, and I didn't bother with it. I was like, I don't need to order it. And then next thing you know, I'm like, oh, look, Burlington has this. And I missed out on the sale. So I'm in no dire need for it. I can wait. It's not a big deal.
Yeah. Cool. Is that everything?
I hope so.
So is the floor around your chair like as crazy as mine, just boxes piled up?
Always. Yep.
Yeah.
Always.
If I can move my camera.
Trying to do a review or getting ready to prep for the next toy hunt haul video type of thing. It's kind of like, I gotta save this for later until I can open it on a live stream. Or it's all the same.
Suka says, remember when people were paying $100 for Captain Rex and he showed up at Burlington for $5? I remember finding a couple of them at Tuesday morning for like $9. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Tuesday morning had them. I got mine at Five Below for $5.
Nice. All right. So I'll go. Again, with the discounts, I don't have an Ollie's in my area. Like the closest Ollie's for me, I think is Ohio. I'm in Washington, but shout
Wisconsin.
out to they're in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, shout out to Earl, my buddy Earl. He is an admin for the MLC group. He found me the twins at Ollie's for $5 a piece. Look at that. I never bought these at full price because I was like, I don't really want those. But at $5, I'm like, well, for $5, I'm going to check them out. What is that?
Might be art unboxing art's asking.
Are you
Zima?
drinking Zima?
Really?
Dude, that reminds me when I was like 17, 18. Do they still make Zima?
I don't know. I don't look for it, so how?
I mean, I would look for it just out of nostalgia for my teenage years. Anyway, yeah, I got the twins. Again, I went to Marshall's and Ross. Me and my wife and kid went out of town this past weekend, and we went on a bit of a road trip. And so I stopped at like every Ross and Marshall's I could find. I found like the mother load of Transformers, and I don't collect Transformers anymore unless I find them for stupid cheap at Ross. So I got this guy. I don't know who he is. I got these dudes. I don't know who they are, but they were like $7. I got Cup, which is studio series, so it must be from the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Cup. I got this guy. This guy looks cool in car mode. Diaclone Universe Burnout. I got that guy. And then let's see here. Oh, who got me this? Who got me Stalker? Someone sent me a box. No, I found Stalker. I found Stalker at Ross. Yes, there's the price tag. $5.99 for Stalker. And then Road Hauler. Also, I found this at Ross. Man, are they going to do all the Constructicons in Legacy? If they do, I got the first one. I think this is the first one they've done.
I'm not a Transformers guy, so
I know. But if they do a Devastator, like like each guy is this big,
yeah, that's going to be cool,
bro. That'd be cool. He was 9.
I saw all of those at my Ross, but they also had Headmasters.
Mm-hmm.
And I was surprised that they had those as well. But I had no idea what I was looking at. So I
guess the one everyone's looking for is Cosmos.
Yeah, I didn't. See
people are selling him for like $100 online, which I don't even know who that is. I don't know why.
It looks like a UFO. It's a green UFO. Right.
Yeah, I saw a picture of him, but I'm like, what is he from? I don't know.
Well.
If he's not G1, I don't know him. Was he in G1?
I had him when I was a kid. It was like this small, though.
Okay,
really
so he was.
tiny.
I just don't remember him. Let's see here. Oh, hey, well, let's get to the chat again real quick. Hot Banana Water, thanks for becoming a channel member. Stay tuned for the after show. And Thomas Flood, thanks for becoming a channel member. All right. Oh, I did pay full price for this because I didn't know at the time what was going to happen with this line, and I didn't want to miss out on Sean Connery. So I did get Dr. Henry Jones from Hasbro Pulse. I've not opened it yet, so I can't give my thoughts on it. And then I also got Tripwire in from Hasbro Pulse.
Oh, yeah, Tripwire.
Yeah. Comes with a lot of gear.
Tripwire, a lot of gear.
Mm-hmm. A lot of gear. So hopefully, I could throw one set of gear on him and then like throw the other set on a Valiverse figure or something. So that's cool. So that's my ridiculous haul for the week. Actually, that's like 2 weeks. Yeah, it's a lot.
That's a lot.
But it didn't cost a lot.
Yes.
That's what matters.
Yep.
Let's see here. Northern Nomad, thanks for the super chat. Giant size shark and laser pants equals
emotional damage.
Thank you, Mr. Nomad. And Joe Bits, what's up, man? Thanks for the super chat. Yo, Laser, here's $5 for a future Ollie's exclusive. What do you think the next Marvel Haslab will be? Giant Dong? Was he one of the X-Men? Maybe. I don't know. We're going to, we can talk about the Haslab, but the next one?
It's kind of, If they do a next one, I can't see them straying away from a figure.
Right.
Like that's the only thing.
So I mean, everyone's
In Fang Foom.
Fin Fang Foom. I know, and I know the Build-A-Figure goes for a lot, but the fact that Giant-Man struggled to get over the goal until the last day,
I know.
right, and it didn't make the last tier. I feel like Giant-Man is more recognizable than Fin Fang Foom, but then again, Fin Fang Foom is a dragon.
Right.
Who doesn't want a big dragon? I could see Mythic Legions collectors wanting a big dragon.
Oh, they've been asking for it. It's just that
Right.
they're not. I don't know if that'll happen. It's too big.
It would be very expensive. Yeah. And then, of course, Apocalypse, but that Toy Biz Build-A-Figure is not expensive, I don't think. It used to be.
No, but the Diamond Select one is actually really good.
It is, but it's not massive.
No, it's
Right.
not. I'm not saying
Yeah.
it, but it's larger. It's much larger than your average. So
Yeah. Alrighty. Hey, Bryant 3B, what's up, man? Thank you for the member chat. In an alternate universe, Giant-Man went to retail and ended up at Ross. And Art G found the motherload of them.
I found them. Yes.
And they were $20. That would be awesome. Yeah. Oh, Tyler Lalone says they might do X-Men Apocalypse next year for X-Men 97. Is he going to be in the show? Is he confirmed? Is he making a return? Maybe.
I don't know. I only know one piece of information from X-Men 97.
And what is that?
That's coming from Lenore Zahn, the voice of Rogue. So I mentioned it on my live stream. But when I met Lenore, do I have? Nope, I put it up there. It's right up there. I had Lenore sign that Rogue up there.
Nice.
She already told me that X-Men 97 is already done. Like she did all the voices. Of course she did all the voicing. But she's already in the studio doing season 2. That's where they're at. And I was like, oh. So
that's cool.
That's really cool.
That doesn't mean we'll see season 2 though, because Disney's been slashing stuff lately.
That's true. I'm hoping it does very well. And with Dante's video, his interview, he says there's a lot of emotion in season 1, especially with Wolverine. So who knows what kind of storyline they're going to have. But
are they going to do the Disney thing and make him an old loser that has given up and he throws the lightsaber over his shoulder?
Oh,
and
interesting.
Then, like Disney likes to do that.
I don't know.
I want it to be good
too
so
biased,
bad,
though.
but
I'm too biased with X-Men, so I may love it regardless of what comes out. I just thought it was exciting to hear that she was already working on season 2.
I mean, I want to be optimistic, but I'm so jaded. I'm so jaded by Star Wars and other Marvel stuff that Disney has done. I find it hard, but I love the original X-Men cartoon. But anyway, we could talk about Giant-Man. So you were live streaming as it was funding.
Yes,
I was tuning in and out of your stream. Sorry, I was kind of whoring myself out watching different streams. Does that offend you?
No,
okay,
not
good.
at all. Not at all. The fact that if you just jump in the chat and say hi, that's all that matters to me. I was by the time I started my live stream, it already funded. I was shocked that it already funded. So it funded between 8:30 and 9 o'clock, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
The first tier happened during my live stream, so I was kind of happy about that because I didn't expect that either. So awesome, really cool. I backed it, of course. I had backed it like the first week. I gave it some time, and I just was like, yeah, I do want it. I'm Marvel Legends is my number one thing to collect. Yeah. I don't collect all of Marvel Legends, but I'm more comic book character heavy.
Right.
And that would be perfect for me in regards to my own collection of comic characters. So it was really an easy decision for me. And then seeing at New York Comic Con, I loved it. It was really good.
It looked good in person, huh?
Yes.
That's good to
Yes,
hear
it did.
because I also backed it. We all knew it was going to be Giant-Man when it went up, right? And I was like, I was watching the live stream and they showed it, and someone in the chat said, "This is the original live stream where they debuted it." So like 47 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
Someone in the chat said, "Hey, it's already up." So before that stream was even over, I went over to Pulse and looked at it, and I was like, the base offering to me, $200 for this 24-inch. I was like, that's a fair price, and I backed it. Which there's still like this narrative out in the community that I have been bashing it this whole time, and I wanted it to fail, and I was very toxic. Which I don't know why, because I said on the show that week, I was like, yeah, man, I backed it. I want it, but yeah, so up until like the day before, I was very unsure if it was going to fund. And then, of course, we saw it blow up in the last couple hours. No doubt a lot of that was from international orders or their retail partners, Big Bad, jumping in with their numbers. And then the last minute buyers. Big Bad, yep.
Really? Okay.
I assume.
I didn't know.
I mean, I think it's a safe assumption because we've seen them do the same with the Sentinel Galactus.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just wonder what they're going to sell it for. I'm thinking $300, $299 on Big Bad when it eventually goes up. But yeah, I mean, a lot of conspiracy theories going around that like we got a few here already. Darkest Cloister, I saved this from earlier. He said, "What's the chance Hasbro just arbitrarily added backers with no actual backers? I mean, it's a private company website. There's no law saying they can't lie about the number of backers." That probably would be breaking the law in some way.
Yeah, but
dishonest business practices.
Why would we think that way? Do we hate Hasbro that much to think that way?
I don't know if it's about hating Hasbro. It's just we know they're. By the way, I don't think Hasbro did this.
Yeah, neither did I.
I want to be clear. I don't think Hasbro actually did this, but these big billion-dollar faceless companies. I mean, I wouldn't put it past them. But personally, no, I do not think Hasbro did that. Do you, Art?
No, not at all.
No, I don't think so.
I look. If I am, I guess you can say I can be biased about it because I enjoy Marvel Legends. Yeah, there are things that I don't like about Marvel Legends, like biggest thing, lack of accessories. That's my number one gripe with Marvel Legends. But I guess when it comes to like the Marvel Legends team, like with the amount of time that I've spent with them, they are genuine to me. And I know they don't tell me every detail, and they can be fake all they want if you want to assume that they're being fake towards us, but behind the scenes, they want to succeed because this is their job. They want the things to happen.
I mean, I agree with you. I think something like this would be above them. I don't think
it is.
They would have any part. Absolutely. I mean, if there was some grand conspiracy like this, which I don't think there was.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Yeah, I don't.
I think it's just a bunch of talk in the community of whether they want it to happen or they did not want it to happen, and then there's just clash within the community of it shouldn't have been done or it should have been done. I mean, it's whatever this is the business practice that they're going to present to us, whether we accept it or not. That's what it's going to be. We don't have to. I mean, yeah, I didn't have to do it, but I look at it as this is an opportunity for a figure that is not going to be really sold anywhere. I mean, Galactus was the same way. The Sentinel was the same way. I mean, regardless of it backed or not, I took the chance in the hope that it would back, and it worked. Everyone just came through at the end, like I expected it to, because everyone was like waiting for that last day. And that's how it was. So I'm guessing for those
That's
that
what I think
didn't
it
want it,
was.
yeah. For
I think it was
those
a lot
that,
of people. I think once it hit the 10,000, that's when a lot of people thought, okay, I'll jump on now because it's definitely going to happen. Which I kind of understand that, but I kind of don't, because they don't charge you until the last day anyway.
yeah,
So it doesn't really matter when you jump on. Yeah, I guess
yeah.
it's a mental thing, but
But
yeah,
even
as
though
far as the HasLab thing goes, yeah, they don't need to do HasLabs. I think they could just sell it. Like, I think that obviously the Sentinel and Galactus were a layup. Everybody wanted those. The numbers show it. Giant-Man, not so much, right? It took a lot longer. There's about less than half the number of backers with Giant-Man than there was Galactus. I think about a little more than half when it came to the Sentinel. I think the Sentinel ended at 24,000,
I think so.
25,000, something like that.
Yeah.
But they open Pandora's box is open, and people have voted with their dollar, and now this is just kind of the way it is. Like that, the HasLab thing, it's not
Right.
going away unless go ahead.
No, you're right. I don't see it going away either. I mean, to me, I guess in my head, what's the difference between this and a pre-order? I mean, you're gonna for those pre-orders
Well,
that
the difference is, especially with tiers,
yeah,
and they have admitted that the tiers are baked into that initial price.
yes,
So if it was at retail, obviously they could sell it for less because they wouldn't have to have baked in tiers that you might not get.
mm-hmm.
Right? So they're taking no risk. Also, they don't start production on it until they have the money, which they don't do that with other figures. Yes, there's pre-orders, but those figures are being made. They're coming. Right? So they're putting it on the customer to part with their money over a year in advance, usually. I don't think anything's shipped within a year. But they don't need to do that. They have 11 billion sitting in their bank, right? They could take the 2-3 million that Giant-Man costs to make and just do it. I mean, that's a drop in the bucket. I get it. They're a big company. I'm not here to defend them, right? They could just do it. I think that's the argument.
That is, I fully agree. That is definitely an argument that they could easily just do it. But I guess, is there also an argument that even if they did just put it in retail, whether it be fan channel or big box, would it cost more than what they did for the HasLab?
Well, I mean, I think it would be the same because they're pricing it like they would at retail. So they're obviously making a lot more money on HasLab than they would on a retail item. Right?
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if they took out the retailer cut from the price tag, I think it would come down. But again, I think, I backed the Giant-Man. I think that 200 was a fair price to me. And so I wanted a big Giant-Man, so I bought it.
I agree. I wanted one too. 200 definitely felt better than paying more than that. Of course, more than that. With any argument, yeah, sure, I would have wanted everything to come with that thing. But I know there's also the argument of they should have added more. But adding more than likely would increase the price. But we don't know that. So I again, I'm happy about it.
I actually wasn't even going to bring up what's bad about I've had this conversation so many times, and to be honest, I'm kind of over it.
Yeah,
I
I
just
know.
wanted to talk more about the toy and how it went. But yeah, Rocco, Hasbro has done a large Galactus and Sentinel before. They used to do big ships at retail too, and now those are all HasLab only. So maybe the retailers said we don't want the big stuff anymore. I don't know. We don't know. There's no way to know that.
Yeah.
Action Figure Atorium says, I think crowdfunding on HasLab is 100% a marketing gimmick. I tend to agree. Thank you, Mark. And then the wolf pack. I like the wolf pack. It might cost more if it hits retail, but there's a bigger chance it might hit clearance. Love that. But yeah, overall, as far as the offering goes, with not having 6-inch figures for unlocks, and I said it from the beginning, I was pretty good with that. Because if the HasLab is something I don't want, but the unlocks are, that's going to drive me nuts, right? Like, I don't want Robbie Reyes Ghost Rider. I would have just liked the car, just to have the cool car, right? Which is why I bought a Ramen Racer. But as far as Robbie Reyes Ghost Rider, don't care about the character. Never read a book with him in it. I didn't watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. season 2 or 3 whenever he showed up. So I had no connection to that. But yeah, I'd like a Mephisto. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Right, but he was locked in a HasLab, and he was locked in a HasLab on purpose to get the people that didn't want Robbie Reyes to just back it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I like those two things being separated. But I also see like people. Well, if I get Giant-Man, I want Wasp, Giant-Man, Yellow Jacket, a 12-inch Goliath. I want it all packed in. I get that too. But I don't want to pay for all that at once either. And we know it's not free. They would have just upped the price on the offering.
I agree. I like the fact that it was just more centralized to just Giant-Man and whatever offerings that you can provide to him, such as the eyes and the head and all that stuff. The tiers were fine. To be honest, it's kind of like just throw it all in. It would have been easier if you just threw all that in. Not having figures, I'm perfectly fine with as well. I agree to your point that if we didn't get it, now we had figures that we're going to miss out on, just like what happened to the last HasLab, because Madeline Pryor would be my number one that I would have really wanted from last year's HasLab. But I'm actually happy that there were no figures, because them announcing Wasp at the last minute was like, good, that's great. We're going to have that Wasp available in a wave next year, and I can easily decide if I want to buy it or not. And that's.
And then if you want, if you don't have room for a 24-inch Giant-Man, I see a lot of that. I don't have room for something that big, or
right.
Maybe you just want a 6-inch Giant-Man, regular size.
Right.
Now you have the option to buy him separate.
You can buy the 6-inch run. Yep.
I like that better than having it all, behind that HasLab paywall. But the figure itself, I think, looks great. Did you see that out of the case? Did they move the joints around? I hope the knees and everything are all ratcheted.
Yeah, everything's ratcheted. It was every day was a different pose of what they were showcasing the figure with. I kind of put that in my video. Like Thursday was one display, Friday was a different one, Saturday was a different one, and they utilized the zombie head as well to showcase that, and they brought the figures to put that all together. So everything looked great. I mean, they had all the different articulations in the hands. The sculpt is just a larger size figure, but it's got so much texture in all of the different parts of the uniform that kind of adds that detail to it, because he's oversized. I don't think there's anything smooth really on that sculpt. It looks like a guy in a suit, because you can see all that texture in it.
He's got like acne, pimples on his face, and
you could see, like, I guess you could say crevices and the lines in his face and all that stuff. It's pretty good.
Oh wow.
And of course, swapping the heads out, or the face plates out. I mean, if everyone's seen Dwight Stahl's Instagram reel of how that's done,
I didn't
kind of
see
smart. It's pretty good.
Sorority Games Go, I don't know why you got timed out. I have a hard time keeping up. It could have been an accident. I don't know why. Okay. Sorry. Okay, KJ Smith, thanks for becoming a channel member. Let's see here. Here's a question from Sorority Games Go. Will the Giant Man be able to stand? Going to need a top-heavy test. Well, like Art said, it's ratcheted. Hopefully, I mean, most Marvel Legends, like the lower legs and the feet are solid, and then the upper body is hollow, right? I don't know what this huge Giant Man is going to be like. I imagine it might be top-heavy a little.
Maybe slightly, but with
Yeah.
any figure, no matter what size, balance is key.
Yeah.
But with the ratchets, it makes it very sturdy. So
Yeah.
you put in that one position, you should be fine. It's not like my Sentinel where it just keels over
I know, man.
every so often.
I got 3 of them over there propped up.
Yeah.
Articulated Ninja. What's up, Ninja? He says, so nice to see RG and Laser Pants together. Some of the best hair gel in the community. I'm jealous because I got no hair. I don't have any hair gel in my hair. This is just my hair.
What?
No gel.
That's crazy. No, there's gel in mine.
Yeah, you got that nice volume. Looks great.
Yeah. Takes work.
Maybe it's Maybelline. Thanks, Ninja. Oh, Ninja's doing a live stream this Sunday. I think 9 p.m. Eastern.
Oh, cool.
I think. Yeah. We'll check that out. Let's see here. Fortress Madamus says they want to add any numbers because the more they sell makes more money for them. They might hide numbers to avoid spending the money on a scroll head, but that also seems highly unlikely. That's another conspiracy theory I saw.
Oh.
Again, I doubt it. Maybe it's a possibility. I'm not saying they didn't because I don't know. But just personally, I doubt that. And I'm not trying to defend them. I think even Anthony's Custom said something about this because they came really close. It was like 111 away from getting the scroll head.
Yeah, God damn it.
So did you care about the 2 unlocks at all? The zombie or the scroll?
No. I was happy that we got one of them. And the zombie one, I was more... I would have preferred the zombie one more just because I have the other zombie figures. So they can go well with each other. I don't have that many scroll figures. I mean, I had the 2-pack that we just recently got on clearance from Target, and I never got any of the scroll army builders.
Really?
Yeah, I never got any of them.
So
I missed out on them.
I got the 5 that was the limit from Pulse of those army builders, but then I got 2 more from Sal because he was selling his collection.
Gotcha.
But then I got a bunch of Darwin bodies on clearance.
Oh, that's
and every scroll figure comes with an extra head, and those Darwin bodies make good scroll bodies. So I had to get some green hands, but just use the extra head to kit bash together a more scroll. So I probably have 10 scroll.
Well, that's good. See, I only have the Build-A-Figure and the
I have
2-pack.
that one. Yeah,
that's it.
So I got 2 of the Build-A-Figures, the Super Scroll.
Oh, really?
Because it only took 2 extra figures to make a whole second figure. Because he had.
Oh yeah.
He had 2 extra arms and 2 heads,
extra arms.
Right?
Yep.
So I built both. And then I did get that 2-pack at Target for like half price, which was cool.
Yep, exactly. I got 2 of them. I got 2 of them because I never had the original Jessica.
Okay, Jessica.
So,
true.
Yeah, so I bought another one because it was half price, and I was like, okay, now I have the regular Jessica and I have the scroll one. So,
yep. Yeah. So I also have the old Giant-Man scroll from the Marvel Universe line.
Oh, see, yep, that was before I started collecting.
Mm-hmm. You know how long I've been collecting Marvel Legends art?
No idea.
Why don't you guess?
Toy Biz? When was Toy Biz? 2003,
2001.
2001.
Well, technically 2002. 2002.
You've been collecting since 2002, or are you telling me 2002 is when Toy Biz started?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. I don't still have them all, right? I've sold off a
That's
lot
true.
of the Toy Biz stuff.
Yeah.
I did almost a complete purge in 2010, but I got back into it a couple years later.
I don't have a Toy Biz figure. I think I used to. I used to have the Lady Deathstrike because I found it cheap for like $5.
Yeah.
And then I got rid of it because I was like,
That's a rough figure. A lot of those haven't aged
yeah.
too well, you know. They had a lot of paint on them though.
So I started with the Juggernaut wave and then of Marvel Legends.
That was a good wave to jump in on.
Yep.
I
And
think
then
that's when Marvel Legends started like getting good.
Oh no. That's true. Marvel Legends started really picking up their stride with the characters that they were putting out. And
Yeah.
I started finding this is when it all started because YouTube started for me. I started finding all of the older waves at Ross.
Yeah.
Buying them for like $6. And I would collect these waves for like $6 a figure.
Or
and
Big
start
Lots.
Building them left and right. Yeah. Oh God.
Big Lots got that Hulkbuster wave back then.
Yep. So did Tuesday Morning.
Mm.
Tuesday Morning had the whole Hulkbuster wave, and I bought that entire wave for $10 each.
You have been the deacon of discounts for like the better part of a decade.
Yep.
That's amazing.
Yep.
Very good, Art. Very good. Let's see. Yeah. So as far as the unlocks with Giant-Man, for me, Zombie, couldn't really care less. Scroll would have been cool, but I probably never would have used it unless I had two Giant-Man. Then I'd put them on the shelf, one with my Scroll, one with my Avengers.
Yeah,
you know.
Right.
But I wasn't going to buy two.
Yep.
You know. Let's see here. The Wolf Pack. I already read that one. Blue Serendipity. What's up, Samantha? They could, but they've earmarked so much for shareholders. That's true. With previous Haslab failures and a doomed holiday season looming, also true, they opted for huge layoffs to cover losses and hedge for some profits. That's true. Yeah, more layoffs happen this year, and more are coming. I think at the end of this month, which we're here. So, yeah,
Right.
expect we'll probably hear about more layoffs very soon, which is very unfortunate.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, it sucks. All right. Any other toy news? Because there's a few things I want to talk about.
Off the top of my head, no.
Okay. Let me share my screen here because this was expected. There's some new drops today from Black Series. Technically all re-releases. The A New Hope Vader, a Mandalorian again, and then Starkiller. Now, Starkiller is kind of bittersweet. It's probably my number one most wanted Black Series figure. Was a good Starkiller. I love the Force Unleashed. What about you?
I still have my copy of both Part 1 and Part 2. It's crazy. When it came to video games, I took care of them like collectibles, and it's aged well, I guess you could say. But I love those two games. They were one of my favorites, and Starkiller as a character, incredible, especially for that time when that game came out. I'm like, wow, look at all this stuff, Wiki, you can do with the Force.
It was so cool, man.
Ridiculous.
You throw TIE fighters in the air and
just
pull a Star Destroyer out of the sky. They even had dismemberment back then, so you'd like slash stormtroopers and their arms and heads would come off.
Yeah,
it was amazing.
The figure itself, I never thought of ever owning the figure when I started collecting, because it kind of was like, okay, there was a lot more going on with Star Wars Black Series with the movies and all that stuff. So he was just one that just kind of like went over my head. Didn't even think about it until the PulseCon exclusive reared its head. So when I expected this single release, I was like, okay, cool. What's going to be in it? What is? And I put it in the Facebook group, so I was just like,
I'm going to show you.
that's it. Yeah, that's all we're getting. I expected
That's it, baby.
because like this versus the exclusive. This makes me want the exclusive because I would want all that stuff.
Dude.
But I'm not a Black Series collector anymore. So I have passed. I don't need this anymore.
This figure, saying it like this, made me put that con exclusive, which was still available, yesterday?
Was it?
It was still available. I put it in the cart.
Okay.
And I hated myself. And I stayed strong. I stayed strong, Art.
Wow.
I stayed strong, and I deleted it from my cart. I said, no, I'm not paying $111 plus tax and shipping for 3 Black Series action figures. I will not do it. No. And then I saw this. And I still didn't do it, actually. But yeah, very disappointing. Like two extra hands, 1 extra expression, because I think the box set had like 2 heads.
3 heads.
Yeah, 3 heads,
multiple
electric
hands. Oh my
Yeah.
god. 2 lightsabers and 2 hilts. I was like, what the hell?
Still $111 for 3 figures. 2 of them were stormtroopers, which I already have a
Right.
ton of those.
The ground
Right.
effect. That whatever.
Yeah, who cares? Like
I know, but it's there. That's the thing.
I know. It's like just take the Star Killer out of that box set and do your deluxe thing. $35. I'd have paid that.
Sure.
You know.
Yeah.
But I am going to settle for this one. This one does look cool. I will just have to get some starting lineup hands for pushing. Right?
If I get this, it's because I went to go see the actor and get his autograph. That's the only
Sam
part
Witwer.
reason. Yep.
He's a big time Star Wars fan.
He's awesome. He's an awesome
cool.
guy.
Yeah. I saw him at the airport one time.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he had slicked back hair. I said, hey, look at that.
Oh,
Sam
God.
Witwer. It's Star Killer. Darth Maul. The voice of Darth Maul.
Yep.
Yeah, I just kept walking. I don't really care about celebrities. Sal Vader. Thank you, sir, for the super chat. Fanboys. Leia can't use the Force to fly in the vacuum of space. Same fanboys. Oh my God, Starkiller is so cool. He used the Force to fly through the vacuum of space. But he looked cool doing it. And Princess Leia looked like Mary Poppins. I'm Mary Poppins, yo. Thank you, Sal, for that super chat. It's Chad. Thanks, man. Yo, Potato. Yo, Chad. I'm going to be on with Chad this Sunday. I'm going to be over on his channel.
Cool.
Talking some shit. You going to watch Art? Or are you going to...
Yeah, well, of course. Why not?
Okay, great.
Why not?
We're going to hold him to it, Chad.
I will pop in.
We don't see RG in the chat. We fly to his house and beat him up like we're Jane Silent Bob.
I'll be working, but I'll pop in.
Okay. Yeah, so Star Killer, with a lightsaber and nothing else. It's just, I just want Star Killer so bad. Couldn't do the 3-pack. Now, this thing was weird. The Mandalorian, which they're putting out twice next year. The other version is $25, has a cloth cape and the jetpack for the same price. This one doesn't come with either.
Yep. Whatever.
It doesn't make sense.
I have the first version. That's I never bothered to get any other version aside from that because I was like, it's the same figure. Well, I know there's been some advancements to some of the more recent ones, I guess, outside of paint deco, but
every time like his suit was slightly tweaked, they do that like that version.
Right.
So you could have, at this point, you could probably have like 6 different versions of Mandalorian. Anyway, not the most exciting. And then, another Vader, which I feel like they just did this one, but I get it. They always want Vader on the shelf. They always want him available. He is the most recognizable and popular Star Wars character. That's just the way it goes, whatever. I already have this figure. I have him loose on the shelf, posed up, and then I have him on the retro card from a few years back.
Oh, yeah. Is that the one that came with that big box?
It came with the box with the stand in it.
Yeah.
The early bird tribute. But I took the carded figure out of that box, and I just have him right there on the wall.
Yeah. I still have mine. I never opened it. I left it right in there.
The stand isn't great, so I would just keep it in the box. I think it looks better that way.
Yep.
But yeah, so not too exciting, but that was the Black Series drops today. But yeah, that Star Killer. Well, and then this random droid. I think this is Grief Karga's droid. It is the new droid body, which is on a correctly scaled astromech body, which is nice. You're out of Black Series, but that original R2 body was tiny.
Oh, okay.
It was way too small.
Yeah.
This one is significantly bigger, and this looks fine.
Good.
Yeah, I'm always down for an astromech droid. They look good on the shelf with all your other much cooler characters. But man, that Star Killer, that really rubbed my rhubarb the wrong way.
Oh.
Yeah. That was, as Tony put it, that's mercenary.
It was weirdly expected, at least in my viewpoint, but it didn't affect me. I was just like, what do you guys think about this? Because
you didn't rage and flip a table?
No.
So you're not a real collector.
Is that what it is?
You didn't go on the internet and yell in the Instagram comments of a Black Series Hasbro team member? You didn't do that?
I'm not one to do that. I'm a very calm. A lot of people have told this about me. I'm a very calm individual as a collector.
Unless you got a couple slices of New York pizza in front of you, then you're not so calm.
Is that how? Did I act that way?
No, you were still calm. I was just impressed with how much you could eat.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
That's my genetic makeup.
Figure Fever. Thank you, sir. No message, but I appreciate that super chat. Tim Taser, aka Garrison Calvary. Thanks for the member chat. Hey guys, when will Hasbro realize that by raising their prices they lose retail sales and then they have to dump so much stock to discount stores? I don't know. I think when big box retail says, that's enough, we don't want this stuff anymore. That's what it's going to take. And then they still won't lower their prices. They'll just... I think we're going to see a lot more Pulse exclusives. We've already seen a lot more, right? Or, they'll call them fan channel.
Fan channel.
And, the smaller retailers will get the fan channel stuff, but Hasbro Pulse will be sure to ship them first, which causes people to cancel. Go ahead.
I think big box retailers, it will still continue. It's just going to be less of a order because they're still going to, big box they'll still buy because of movies. They're going to buy that in order to produce those items to their customers that this is the latest and greatest of whatever movie that comes out. And we know that these are going to come out with half movie, half comic, and regardless, which is, I guess that's why there's dedicated character cases now for Target.
Big box doesn't even hardly sell movies anymore.
No, not movies, but just the latest film regarding those characters in action figure form. Not necessarily media.
I mean, listen, it does get people in the store, It
does. Yep.
The collectors that go in and don't find anything, they'll probably walk out with like a Monster energy drink. I'm not speaking from experience. Maybe I am. But I'll usually grab a coffee at the Starbucks in the front of Target, So even though I don't find an action figure I want, I'm still dropping a couple bucks on that cup of coffee, which they probably make more money on. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, but that's a good question, Tim. Appreciate you. Let's see here. What else we got? Yes, the latest merchandise trend. Yes. As long as they go, yeah, this is moving fast. As long as they go to Hella Dope Toys. Yes. There we go. Yes, you're not going to complain about fan channel opportunities unless your customers cancel their orders because it's available on Pulse First, which is something Nerdzoic has talked about. That sucks. Marvelous Nerd. Thank you for that super chat, sir. Sup, Art G.
What's up, man?
He says, Ryan, if you find LeBron, send it to Bobby. I mean, it would go immediately in the trash. It would be a waste of $12. Yeah. Yeah.
He wouldn't salvage his sneakers?
I mean, I wouldn't send it to him, but yeah, I'd keep the sneakers, and I would keep it for myself. I have the Mafex LeBron, which I should probably sell. I don't care about LeBron at all. I'm not selling my Jordan though. I got the Mafex Jordan, and that's
cool.
It's a great figure. Let's see here. Yes, I don't know if you saw, but Hasbro's holiday figures were on sale. I almost got that gray Wookiee, but I think those ears are sculpted on. So I was like, nah, like he has like cat ears.
Right.
Because I'd go for a gray Wookiee. Like, that'd be cool, right? But not if he has cute little kitten ears. I don't need that. But that was on big discount, like $12.
$10. Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, Wolfpack agrees. That's totally a thing. Target app says they have it, then they don't. My wife walks out with coffee. Exactly. Yes. Omega Weapon 13, Best Buy is removing all physical copies of movies from their stores. I think the next thing to go might be games.
It's already been significantly reduced in the stores anyway. When I used to at Best Buy, and when I was in high school, man, the media section was enormous. It was like the entire center of the store.
Yep.
I miss that in a way, but I understand.
Yeah. It's too bad. Now I get links to, because I'll still buy Blu-ray movies, especially the 4K. My buddy Scott Hughes sends me links to 4K Blu-rays on Amazon, and they're always like super cheap, like $4, $5, $6.
Well, that's
like
awesome.
I got like a Spider-Man box set in 4K. I got Heat in 4K, which is an awesome movie. Yeah. I don't care what Jeremy Jernigan says. He said it's too slow. I'm like, no, dude, it's not too slow. Hey, Prime to the First. What's up, man? Long time no see.
What's up, man?
What's good with you, Prime? Good to see you. Let's see here. Well, I tell you what, I do have a box here from my buddy Scott Hughes, and I told him I would open it on air. So you want to do a little unboxing?
Sure.
You want to watch me unbox stuff? And then I'll let you go.
Okay.
Is your wife yelling at you yet, Art?
No, not yet. Not yet. Remember, I was given permission.
Oh, right.
That's how a relationship works.
Look at this box. My address is still on it. I can't dox myself, but I will dox Scott. I mean, it's kind of a tradition on this show now. Like, I dox people that send me stuff. So I doxed Wrench Nato. I doxed Drew G. Might as well dox Scott Hughes. He lives in Virginia.
Oh, he's in Virginia. He's on the East Coast. Okay.
No, that's not his real state. I'm not going to dox him. Oh. Besides, even if I did, I would feel bad for the person that showed up at his house. Yeah, I would not want to show up at Scott's house uninvited. Bad things would happen. But yeah, so I know some of what's in this massive box, but I think some of it is a surprise. He was trying to get me to take some kittens. I hope he didn't ship any. Man, this is beautifully packaged. Holy crap. I mean, Scott, you trying to give me diabetes? Got some honey buns? I don't think I've ever had a honey bun.
Honey buns.
Let's see. Another honey bun.
Look at that. Is that Hostess or Tasty Cake?
This is Hostess.
Hostess.
Let's see. Hey, Foam Formers, thanks, man. He says Heat is awesome. Heat 2 was announced. Heat 2? How can they do
Really?
that? Huh.
Huh.
Okay. Thank you, Foam Formers. Let's see here. Another honey bun. How many did you? I got 3 honey buns.
All right,
Look
there's
at-
3 people in the household, so that's
Good Lord, what is this? Man, you got the styrofoam nuts, the peanuts in here. A bag of Reese's. What is this?
Halloween candy.
Yeah, Reese's pumpkins.
There you go.
Pumpkins and ghosts. I think it's just
Reese's.
regular Reese's, but in different shapes.
Yep. Regular Reese's.
So it's
My
not
number
pumpkin
one-
flavored Reese's.
That's my number 1 go-to.
Yeah, they are good. Man, dang, Scott, thank you. I'm gonna need some insulin. Oh, very cool. So he found these at Ollie's, and I did want these, and I did pay for them, just so everyone knows.
Oh wow.
But
His
the
Ollie
old,
still had those.
yeah, the old Ryu or the Gamerverse 2-packs,
Right.
Street Fighter, Ryu, and
No.
Black Widow. I got 2.
And for what reason? Because they're 3 3/4. So.
I might know the guy that designed these,
Oh, okay.
so I might get one signed and then one to open, just because I don't know. I think I might be getting into 3 3/4 a little bit.
Ooh.
Yeah, dangerous, right? But they do look good for 3 3/4 inch figures. I remember seeing these at Target all the time, but I never gave them a close look. So I got those.
When I first started toy hunting, that was like the one thing I always saw, like
Yeah,
that exact 2-pack.
I mean that was kind of the last 3 3/4 Marvel Universe stuff before it died.
Sure.
I got the classified Sarge for the Ollie price there. And, well, why not? How about a second Ollie Sarge?
Well, look at that.
Go. Hands, body. I mean, it's kind of a perfect body for Nuke. Because that Marvel Legends Nuke is really dated. Oh, I never got this one. This was a Target exclusive that I never picked up, but at the Ollie's price, I was like, I'll take that Captain Carter in stealth uniform.
Yep.
Let's see here. What else is in this? I forget. Oh, look at this. More classified. $5 Crimson Guards.
Oh.
He found these at his Ollie's.
Nice.
And
couldn't find them.
He found a ton of them, but I was like,
That's awesome.
I'm good with 2. Just give me 2. Utah.
Right.
I'll take 2. You know what movie I just referenced?
No. Should I? Did I watch it?
It's Point Break.
Oh God. See?
Gary Busey to Keanu Reeves.
Yep.
Utah.
Yep. You're right.
Give me 2.
You're right. Oh my
2
goodness.
meatball subs. Oh, look at this. Classified Dusty.
Oh, Dusty.
That $5 price tag on it from Ollie's. Scott Hughes, thank you so much. Is there anything else in here besides peanuts? I think it's all peanuts.
Man.
It's peanuts. Are these the biodegradable ones I can put in the sink and they melt in water? Thank you, Scott. Wow, what a box.
That is a crazy box.
Man, that's a lot of stuff.
I wish I held off on buying like the twins and Dusty and Stalker just to find them for $5.
Remember when people were selling this Dusty for like crazy prices because they were the first ones that found it, and it's like, I got it for $5. It's crazy. Is Scott here?
Yeah, he's here.
Okay, good. Yeah, I mean, I got a stack of classified figures here now that I did not pay retail for. So, hey, thank you, Scott Hughes. Shout out to Scott. You get the air horn. And I get the insulin, because look at this. Jeez. Don't tell Scott you've never had a honey bun, because he will send you some in the mail. All right, we got a few super chats, and then I'm going to let Art get out of here before he gets in trouble.
Oh, please.
All right, let's see here. We got it's Chad. What's up, Chad? See you Sunday. He says 118 scale. Do it, Doug. A couple. Okay, I got a Boba Fett, I got a Ryu, and a Black Widow. I got a Desert Rat. I got a couple Gomez's. I'm not gonna go crazy. I got actually a bunch of O-ring figures that Sal got for me. Thank you, Sal. Gavin, you do not get all the honey buns. No, you do not. Well, Art G, thanks for joining me.
Of course. Anytime.
Did you have fun?
I love you.
You do?
I do.
Oh, I love you.
God.
Takes me back to our date in Manhattan.
Yeah, it does.
We did Lady Than Tramp, but it was a New York pizza, not pasta.
It's very true.
Let's see here. Oh, whenever I go to end the show, there's always like one more super chat. Northern Nomad, thank you, sir. Insulin will.
Emotional damage.
Yeah, that's a lot of sugar. Thank you, Mr. Nomad. And thank you all for tuning in. If you're not subscribed to Art G, check him out. Link in description below to his channel. And check out your Instagram, Art G Collects. Right?
Archie_collection.
Collection.
Yeah.
Right.
Collection.
Okay, collection.
Yes.
Channel members, stay tuned for the after show. There is no 3 POA this weekend, but I will have a couple videos, at least one video going up, and that is this box right here has something very cool in it, and I'm going to make a video out of it, not a live stream.
Ooh.
Imagine that. Yeah. So stay tuned for that. Again, members, stay tuned for the after show. Check out Art G's channel once again, and we will see you later. I have no good outro like tagline.
Neither do I.
Okay.
But thank you.